Most people think you need a massive steak to get your daily iron, but today we are hitting half of our daily requirement in a single cozy bowl of plant-based curry. Depending on your age, your daily iron needs change quite a bit. Premenopausal women actually need the most at 18 milligrams a day. After that 10 milligrams iron salad we made last week, which you guys should love for those lazy days, today we are actually turning on the stove, but don't worry, it's a super easy one-pot recipe. Our goal today is the same as last week, at least 9 milligrams of iron and 50 milligrams of vitamin C in one serving. Why vitamin C? Because it acts as a booster that helps this plant-based iron match or even beat the absorption rate of heme iron found in meat. Keep an eye on the counter right here on the left side of the screen to watch the numbers add up as we build the plate. By the way, this curry plate is just an example meal to support your iron levels, not replace your supplements. So my ferritin was as low as 5 and is now around 50, and I'm still supplementing. Once I get to my goal of 100, I need to eat in a way that actually maintains my levels without relying on supplements forever. So think of this as a training for that ideal future, and you can train with me. Okay. Let's make it. First, the ingredients. The main star of the show is the brand Lentils. For the fat, we are using full fat coconut milk. Then we have a bunch of spices. Just look at these beautiful colors. We have curry, turmeric, garam masala, cayenne pepper, black pepper, and salt, plus the aromatics, onions, but I'm actually using shallots, garlic, ginger, and our liquids, tomato puree, passata, and vegetable broth. And that's everything for the main curry part. Now, to take this to the next level and reach our iron and vitamin C goal, we need to add sides and toppings. We have fresh broccoli, which I will be steaming, quinoa, fresh coriander, and our magic iron boost seed powder. I don't know why I called it like this. It's not that magic, it's just a mix of seeds, hemp, sunflower, and pumpkin. That's it. Okay, and a fresh lemon for squeezing right before eating. Prep and power of soaking. Let's talk about prep, baby. When you start introducing more plants and wholesome ingredients in your life, it does require some anticipation and planning most of the time, which is exactly the case here. So the lentils and quinoa need to be washed very well. And my first YouTube video a year ago was actually a tutorial on how to cook quinoa for maximum nutrient absorption. Go check it out if you want to see exactly how I still do it today. But in short, clean the quinoa and the lentils in a separate bowl to remove the bitter saponin coating, then soak them overnight in about double or triple the amount of water plus a splash of apple cider vinegar. Why do we soak them? To reduce anti-nutrients like fatty acid, which naturally helps make digestion much easier. Now, full disclosure, I soaked mine overnight and then the next day I had other plans. I didn't want any curry, okay? If life gets in the way and you can't cook them right away, it can happen. Just put the lentils and the quinoa right in the fridge. I just changed the water and they can stay there for about 2 days without spoiling or starting to ferment. Building the curry base. So let's prep the aromatics. I started with the shallot, then I stopped and I thought, girl, what are you doing? You literally just bought a food processor for exactly this kind of task. So my very lazy self just threw everything into the mixer instead. 2 seconds, done. You choose whatever works for you. Knife, mixer, tears, no judgment here. And then in a large pot, I added about 1/3 of a cup of water. No oil. You can use oil if you want, but I try to not use oil when not so necessary, which is the case here in my opinion, because we are going to use a can of full fat coconut milk later. And I think it's just more than enough healthy fat. Just saute your chopped onion, garlic, and ginger in the water until translucent for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then add the spices and get ready for an intense savory experience. Mix them in with the aromatics and let them cook for about 1 minute. Now you can add the wet ingredients, the coconut milk, the tomato passata, and vegetable broth. Give it a really good mix to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom of the pot and bring it to a simmer on medium-high heat. In the meantime, drain and rinse your lentils. You will notice that they double in size. Once the pot is simmering, add the lentils. Give it a good stir. Lower the heat to medium-low and let it simmer covered for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, stir again. This is super important to make sure that the lentils don't burn at the bottom of the pot. Don't just stir the surface, go deep and scrap the bottom, if you know what I mean. I'm being attacked by curry. Then recover and simmer for another 15 minutes until the lentils are completely tender. After 15 minutes, turn off the heat. You can taste it here. If you want to add a bit of salt, please do it. Sometimes I add about half to 1 teaspoon of salt. Give it another stir and voila, our iron-rich curry base is done. This makes a massive batch of 6 servings, so I just store the leftovers in the fridge and the flavors actually develop and taste even better the next few days. But we are not done yet. It's not quite enough to hit our massive target of 9 milligrams of iron and 50 milligrams of vitamin C per serving. So on the side, I'm prepping my quinoa and steaming my broccoli. Assembling the iron plate. Let's do it. We start with 2 big ladles of our lentil curry, about 4 milligrams of iron and 10 milligrams of vitamin C. Most of the iron is coming from the lentils and most of the vitamin C here is coming from the tomato sauce. Then we add our quinoa base, so about 2/3 of a cup, which gives us a beautiful 1.7 milligrams of iron. And this is exactly why I don't even buy white rice anymore. I completely prioritize complex carbs like quinoa or millet, barnyard millet. Have you ever tried it? It's my favorite. I don't find it in the German supermarkets. Oh, by the way, I live in Germany. But I find this millet and many other types in my local Indian supermarket. Then add the broccoli. Now, I love broccoli so much that I eat the stems too. The stem contains so much fiber, it's actually the most delicious part in my opinion. Believe it or not, but I used to throw that part away. And I know that some of you are still doing it. I cannot be the only one on this planet. Okay, the broccoli is our vitamin C superfood here. Just a cup and a half gives us 1 milligram of iron and a massive 100 milligrams of vitamin C. Then I'm adding the fresh coriander to garnish, which gives us a little bit of iron, but mostly about 2 milligrams of vitamin C. And finally, a fresh lemon squeeze. It gives the curry that amazing bright pop of flavor and also adds some vitamin C. And voila, our beautiful plate. Now, maybe you see what I didn't see, that we are missing 2 milligrams of iron. I completely forgot. I was so excited. I went outside for my little photo shoot. I even started eating when I realized, I completely forgot the magic iron powder. So I'm adding it way later. Again, there is nothing fancy about this powder. I introduced it last week. Equal parts pumpkin and sunflower seeds ground into fine powder. Then add the same part of hemp seeds and shake it. That's our ultimate iron booster. And 2 tablespoons gives you a massive 2 milligrams of iron. And you don't even taste it in the curry. Let me try one more time to make this plate look pretty with the powder properly added from the start. I also added some raw bell pepper slices. Bell pepper is also very rich in vitamin C, by the way, but honestly, I added them more for the color and the photo shoot. And I think this plate looks better. Well, that's what we get today. What matters the most is the taste and the nutrition. And we completely reached our goal, guys. Approximately 9 milligrams of iron and 115 milligrams of vitamin C. Yes! Bravo, bravo, bravo. I hope this recipe shows you that small swaps can make a big difference. My old self would have just had this curry with white rice. Look at the nutrition difference. The quinoa alone adds almost 2 milligrams of iron that white rice simply doesn't give you. And remember, once you have enough iron on your plate, think vitamin C. It can be as simple as a cup of broccoli, some berries, or a squeeze of lemon on your meal. That's all it takes to make absorption so much more efficient, according to some studies. You absolutely must try this recipe. If you make it, please come back and share feedback with me. As always, bon appétit, and I'll see you the next one. Bye!